I'm Tiger Height, and I'm here to make WWE Smackdown and Pro Wrestling Majestic again. It was a good show overall. There were some things that I'm really liking, and then one that I think WWE definitely dropped the ball, and one where I'm scratching my damn head. So our first segment was the LWO, Rey Mysterio talking about the Logan Paul thing, and obviously the rest of the LWO standing out there. I mean, they add nothing of value because Rey Mysterio is the guy, but it doesn't really matter. Carlito comes out and essentially blames Santos Escobar for leaving the brass knuckles on the apron, which I even yelled about, and I will most likely do it tomorrow on the full-blown podcast when I actually talk about Crown Jewel. Why did he just leave them there? You can put them in your pocket or run off the goon with the brass knuckles. They didn't do that. He just put it on there. Now, you can probably say, oh, it's because Santos wanted Rey Mysterio to lose the United States champion. But that even doesn't make sense because Santos wanted the United States champion. Why would he want Rey Mysterio to lose the United States champion when he was going for and wanted the United States champion? The US belt was literally the whole premise of this entire thing. So obviously, he got mad. Lito and Santos started yelling at each other, and then out comes Bobby Lashley for our next match. I have no idea why I called Carlito Lito, but we're just gonna roll with it. I saw way too many Chris Masters shit. So we have Carlito taking on Bobby Lashley. I think this is Carlito's first singles match on SmackDown since 2008, something like that. And Bobby Lashley has not aged since. I like this match. It was a fun match, very dynamic, lots of good stuff. Carlito definitely has a lot more pep in his step, despite being older. He looks awesome, by the way. Bobby Lashley, once again, stopped aging around 2005, so he still looks incredible. These two have good chemistry. I really enjoyed this match. It was a dynamic, interesting match. It was a spear for the win. There was a post-match, but Santos came back out to the ring, but did not help Carlito, which led to Santos attacking Rey Mysterio, who basically yelled at Santos for not helping. Then Rey Mysterio slapped and punched Santos. Rey Mysterio felt bad, and Santos essentially beat up not Carlito. Let me try that again. Santos beat up Rey Mysterio, essentially turning on him. I will be talking about that more in a different video, but is it too little too late? Comment down below. This overall was fine. I'm going to give it a full thumbs up. I'm going to lump both the segment and the match together because one was just right after the other. It was a fluid motion. It was essentially one thing. Up next was our Bayley segment. Now, what I loved about this is that they explained why Bayley has problems with Kairi Sane joining Damage Control. Is Kairi part of Damage Control? She came out with them in the main event. She was there. I don't know. Who's the one who recruits people within Damage Control? So what I liked is that not only did they explain it, they showed what happened when Kairi left WWE the first place in 2020 when Bayley was the last person to attack Kairi before she left, which was great. You have context, you have a structure in place because that was almost 4 years ago. I mean, I barely remember what happened last week. So obviously there was some hesitancy with Bayley. I really liked it, but Kairi apologized and forgave Bayley. She said, I forgive you. I understand. I want to move on and move forward. Bayley still has hesitance. I like it. It's going to have friction within Damage. Now, Bianca, Belair, Charlotte Flair, and Asuka came out to set up the main event. I like this. I thought it was done really well. It gets a full thumbs up. A rematch from last week, but this match was by far superior. Dragon Lee, Cedric Alexander, a good match. Good forward match. Everybody looked good. It was the Destino for the win. Still not 100% sure about that. I like the Incinerator knee that Dragon Lee was doing before, but Cedric did look good. He's starting to get back into it. The crowd was a lot more receptive to this match than it was last week. And yeah, Destino for the win. Full thumbs up. So up next was LA Knight and Grayson Waller. This is LA Knight's first match since losing to Reigns at Crown Jewel. And his popularity did not diminish whatsoever. None. In fact, he's probably more popular now than he was before Crown Jewel. This was also a fun match. Really fun back and forth. Grayson didn't look bad. LA obviously won because they want to keep him strong with BFT. But even though Grayson is losing, he's on TV constantly. His matches have been consistently good to fun, or fun to good rather. It just is fun stuff. Orange Cassidy, thumbs up. Very close to 2. I think, or very close to a full thumbs up. I think maybe a little more time to develop a story would have been better here, but really the focus was Grayson Waller and Kevin Owens, who replaced Corey Graves on commentary for at least now, because obviously Corey Graves and Carmella had their child. Congratulations to them. And I'm hoping that they have a successful parenting. I mean, obviously Corey Graves is a parent already. But we will see there, and I want to see how they follow up with this. I don't see Corey Graves being out of TV for only 1 week, but I don't know. So there you go. Orange Cassidy, thumbs up. And we go into our main event. A lot of context here. It was a 6-woman tag with Bayley, Io Sky, and Kairi Sane of Damage Control. I'm counting Kairi as a member of Damage Control because she came out with all the other members of Damage Control, taking on Asuka, Bianca, Belair, Charlotte Flair. Straightforward, fun match, good story told, but does this make sense in the context of Damage Control? Is Asuka now a member of Damage Control? I don't know. It's almost like Io has become the leader of the group. And Bayley's almost like going out. If this is how they're going to get rid of Damage Control overall, I'm going to see how it plays out. I think they revitalized Damage Control to this point, and I think now they're looking at possibly getting the 3 major stars within Stardom together. Now, how are they going to do that? I don't know. Because it seems like Dakota Kai, who's still hurt, is okay with Asuka and Kairi joining the group. But we'll have to see. It was a big brawl after Asuka's betrayal for the no contest disqualification. I liked it. I liked all of this. And it gets a full thumbs up. And I'm giving it a full thumbs up because not only does it make sense in a context of they were all the major players of Stardom, but you can do multiple things with this. This is a great way to bring in Julia. This is a great way to separate out Damage Control into 2 maybe separate factions, and it's going to give Asuka, Kairi, and Io possibly some new life. I think there's a way to turn Bayley and even Dakota Kai babyface here if the 3 Japanese or the 3 Stardom women attack Kai and Bayley. So there's a lot of different ways that they can approach this, and they're doing this quite nicely. So that's why it gets a full thumbs up. And that was SmackDown. Let me know what you thought about not only my video, but also SmackDown in the comments down below or right over here next to me. Subscribe to the channel, become a patron, get hats. All of that great stuff will be in the description or in the bio. And as always, be majestic.